Give him my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, you
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yes, I can hear you, baby. You said you don't want to pay. No, it's not wrong not to want to pay. But you got to pay.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
42-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Oh, that's supposed to be a crib, BK.
As he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take those shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Tackled at the 46.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Oh. Let me see.
They say it's only their friends, so.
I don't think so.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run.
But you don't got to make her feel bad.
He slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Because you said you're going to make her feel bad for it anyway.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah,
but that is what you want. You claim you want.
He's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part
She ain't got no stripes on her eyes. You changed that for a reason.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Bridgewater.
Bro, why did he throw it low?
And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And returning it, here's Hamler. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Denver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well, and popped it free from his grasp.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
Bro, what?
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big
This nigga won't
there
lob
as
the
his
ball?
guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping?
Oh, that's BS. That's supposed to be
man-to-man,
sack.
having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
This man dropped the ball.
Intercepted for the third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Come on, man.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half.
Come on, bro. 39 to just pick him up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And movement by one of the Broncos up front.
What?
In comes the flag.
Why did they move? I didn't do nothing.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty.
What kind of
now it makes it
fuckery is going on
after the false start. Bridgewater again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Returnable here for Callaway. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Open man, Butler complete.
Who the fuck
He'll
is
be
Butler?
out right at the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Brings up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's James. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This is the tight end fan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Broncos.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Number 39.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Look at chicken on it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10,
yeah,
just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Denver.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And he's going to lose yardage here.
What was that?
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
You need to charge your phone.
That'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take for 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
3-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Flush to his, and a big loss here.
Damn, I ain't try to timeout.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Fuck, I did not try to call a damn timeout.
2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hamler now on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. The ball comes out.
Bro, what?
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
I don't even understand how he got the animation off. I'm running out of bounds.
And secure it as they try and get downfield.
It's like they pulled me to this nigga.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes.
This nigga got 5 sacks in the
Back
game.
at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he
What?
score. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's crazy, bro.
His 10th touchdown of the season.
That's why I hate when people change
Second
X factors.
and
It
the
changes how people
Seahawks
play.
find a way to stretch their lead.
And you get more animations.
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, his big defensive lineman, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter.
And then this, he just happened. Like, come on, bro. How he get off the block?
Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
This dude is done.
Bridgewater. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this throw caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater.
Oh, this man threw it late.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And this one incomplete.
Why he do it so close?
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And
Blitzing.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly.
And then you get the animation. What, like, that's crazy.
picked off by Akella Witherspoon. If you combine last week and this week,
He
he's
got
got
all
a
people on
hat
his
trick going
team.
because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And in the late stages, it's the Steelers that have taken the lead. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a scapegoat for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One last shot now for Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.